my coffee cups are definitely ready to be done for the year. The freeze that we had last night obviously didn't help for them the way that they look. Look at that. They're definitely done. So I have never saved coffee cups over the winter. I don't normally bring them in. I know some people try to do that. I don't have the space. I don't have the patience to try to do that. So I am going to see if I can get a corm. There's a tree growing here. I am going to see if I can save the roots or the rhizomes or the corms. I'm not really sure what I'm going to find underneath it because I have never done this before. And I don't know if I have found anybody that has done it. So if you have saved coffee cups before, tell me how you do it because they're expensive if I decide to buy the corms, but also they're kind of hard to find locally. I ordered this online last year from Proven Winners and they came and they were gorgeous, obviously, but it is time for me to save them. And, I'm going to see if I can save these guys. So I know that some of you are going to be asking about the basket that I have here. This is not an outdoor basket, obviously. I found these guys at home. It's a store that we have here in Central Indiana. I don't know if they're national or not, but I have these baskets. I purchased them this spring where I put these coffee cups, and I also have a couple of credible sunflowers over there, and they did amazing. But I know going in that using baskets that are not, outdoor friendly with the weather and all of that, I know that I risk losing them for that year, and that's completely fine. That's a risk that I am willing to take. Obviously, these guys, this guy is definitely done. Let's be honest, this guy is definitely done. It's kind of falling apart already because it has not been protected from the rain and from the weather. It has been in full sun. So this is just kind of, for me, this is just like a very expensive annual that I buy in the spring. And then coming the first freeze, I know that it's just going to go in the trash. So I am willing to accept that. I know there are people who spend a lot of money on annuals, lots of money on annuals, and they discard them at the end of the season, but they don't see the use of buying baskets and doing the same. I don't know. For me, it makes sense, but if it doesn't make sense for you, then that's fine. I know that I have a couple of baskets that are plastic. They look like the real thing, but I can use them for a few years, and that's fine. I honestly love this look. When I saw these guys at home, at the stores at home, I just knew that I have to have them for my annual. So I'm going to get this out of here. I'm going to see what we have, and I'm going to see if I can save them, and I'll update you in the spring how they're doing. Okay, so I am going to start by taking this out. I don't know if I need my gloves. And if you remember, I have this liner. This is a felt fabric piece that I got at Hobby Lobby. Oh goodness, look at the bottom of this thing. You see that? Look at that. It's definitely done. Not bad. Not bad at all. I might be able to use this one actually if I have something here. Other than from the bottom. Yeah. And the part that I am going to save is this fabric, because I can just wash it a little bit and I can definitely reuse it. The roots look amazing on these coffee cups. They just do. Like I say, I don't know what I'm going to find, so I am slowly going to be eating at it from the roots. I'm going to show you. I don't see or feel anything. Am I supposed to just save all of these roots and then... Okay. Well... Okay, so there is no corm. There is no actual corm. There is a lot of new growth that is coming along the sides of these things. Oh my gosh, that squirrel is like... He's right... Oh, he's right there. He's right there. He's going to bump into my tripod. My goodness. His name is David, by the way. I named that squirrel. I know. I know. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do because obviously I have no clue. Okay, I want to separate one of these guys, but I'm not sure if I'll even get anything. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to try to dry this a little bit. I'll probably wash them just a little bit just to get as much soil off as possible. But this is basically what I'm going to be saving. I don't feel anything hard or round here that I can, you know, spot as a corm, but I'm going to save these guys. I am going to dry them just like I would tubers, dahlia tubers. I am going to leave them in a protected space so that they can dry, and I'll put them in some vermiculite or some brown bags, whatever I can figure out. And I don't know if I can actually root these guys next year, but if I can, then that will be awesome because these will probably be stronger and healthier plants. So I am going to do the other one really quick. I'm going to forward everything so you can see, and I'm going to keep both of them together. So there we go. I have these two pieces, and like I said, I have never done this before. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to save this, and even if they do kind of make it, like, they're going to be dormant. They're going to be dried up a little bit for the winter indoors, but I don't know if once I am ready to wake them up per se, that it's going to be something that I can do successfully. But I am going to try. That's the beauty of it. I am going to try it for myself, and I'm going to see if I can make it work. Because if this works, then that means that I can do that for future years. And if not, then, you know, at least I try. These are the ones that I know for sure I have some corms in there. I tried to save these corms last year, and the ones that I tried to save were in the ground. I dug them out. They had a bunch of babies, and I told myself that I was going to leave them outside for a couple of weeks to dry, and I kind of forgot about them, honestly. And they were very, very soggy months later when I found them outside. But these are the ones that I have had in containers. I have another one that is by my stepping stone path, and it has been so beautiful. It's still gorgeous. Right now my husband is working on the roof on that side of the house, and there's no way that I can access the container to get it out. It's in the middle of a construction zone right there. But I have this one over here, and my goodness, it's still trying to push babies all around. And we had our first freeze. I run the risk of the container freezing several times and the corms rotting. So I am going to save it right now because I definitely want to save this, and hopefully here next week I will save the other one that is on the other side. But let me show you really quick. It is super easy. I know some of you asked me if I'm going to bring this inside in the container, what I'm going to do. And if you are new to elephant ear corms, my advice would be to check what other people are doing in your zone, because some of them are actually very hardy in some zones. I know a couple of people in zone 7 that can leave them in the ground and just cut them to the ground and leave them there. I don't know that that's true for my zone here in zone 5 in Indiana. So I'm going to save the corms, and hopefully I won't forget about them outside this time. This is super heavy. Whoa. Like, I already feel a baby here on the side, so I know for this one I have to be very carefully removing the soil around. And if you have these in the ground, and if you want to dig them up, I don't have any in the ground this year. For me, they have done better in containers, because if I have them in an area where they get a little too much sun, which was the case last year, I can just move the containers around to another spot where it gets a little bit less sun. I can already feel the corm right there when I'm putting my hand in there. So for me, containers, elephant ears in containers work better, because I have that capability of moving them around if I need to. So this one's already detaching. There we go. And by the way, this right here, this is gold, you guys. Do not just throw away everything that you see me here like throwing away. I have a container in the front there where I am saving all of this soil. This is gold, because I have plans to add a couple of raised beds for next year, and this is going to be filling up the bottom of those raised beds. So I am saving, oh no, my seeds. So I am saving those. What is this? Oh, this is not good. Okay. This is one baby right here. And right now what I'm trying to do is I'm just cleaning. I know the sun is out, so you can't really see very well. Okay, then this is better. You can see better here. Okay, so the first thing that I notice here is this. This thing is falling apart. You shouldn't be able to feel the bowl, the main bowl, as soft as it is. Let me cut this right away. So this is the main bowl or corm. The right word is corm of the elephant ear that I started indoors. And these have been like the new babies that have developed. And you can see that it's really easy to detach them. I am going to save these. I don't know if I'll have any luck saving them. This is already kind of rotted. It's kind of falling apart very easily. And if I keep digging, it's just really nice and soft inside. I know this guy is not good. Like, it's not worth me saving it. What I'm going to do, because this guy right here is it's not easily detachable. So I'm just going to leave it as a part of the main guy here, this big guy. And I almost don't wanna cut this. Oh yeah, it's kind of falling apart on its own. If you're using a hori knife like I am using here, just be very careful not to cut yourself. There we go. So this is the main, this right here part of this was the main corm, but it's very saggy. That's just trash. And what I'm going to try to do is save these guys right here, because these guys might make it. This guy for sure. I have like 2 growth over here, 2 babies over here, and these guys right here. I think these guys will be fine. Hopefully the other container where I have the other elephant ears have better looking corms, but this is it. I am going to do the same thing for these guys. I am going to leave them outside in a protected spot for a couple of weeks, just enough where they can dry a little bit, but not completely. And once that happens, I'll probably wrap them in either newspaper or some kind of paper to keep them indoors. I will keep them somewhere dark and cool. Basement, unheated garage will work. Basically, I just want to keep them somewhat alive. And come spring, I will probably start them again. I am definitely going to start them. These look very good. Like, I have a bunch of babies here. I am sure if I just put this guy right here in a container next year with soil, something will come up that I don't have to spend money on them again. So I hope that you guys enjoy this quick tutorial. Not really a tutorial, it's kind of like I'm showing you what I'm doing, and hopefully come next spring we'll get some free plants. Thank you for being here, you guys, and until the next time.